Welcome to this video. In this video I want to talk with you about this formula, and it basically says 10 plus 2 times 5. Now you think this is like E equals mc squared perhaps? Is this some kind of complicated formula in order to get something that is even more complicated? No, definitely not. This is not the equivalence between mass and energy. This is rather a formula that will give you energy in the long term. Because what we want to do is we want to build ourselves up to a point that we are stronger than our older self. And we don't just want to be stronger in the physical sense, we rather want to be stronger in the mental sense. Now, I already talked with you about the so-called Prodromo technique, where we basically work for 25 minutes, then we have a 5-minute break, we work for 25 minutes, and then we have a 5-minute break. Now, in the end, we have 10 minutes of break every single hour. If we use that system, we actually can work much more productive. But I understand this. For some people, 25 minutes is a long time to work. So perhaps there must be some kind of other way that is perhaps more kind of applicable to most people. Because in the last couple of years, in the last century, the attention span has dropped massively. So people really cannot concentrate on things anymore. And perhaps you already skipped this video, or you skipped a couple of videos in this course because you simply couldn't pay attention to me just simply talking. Now, please don't skip this part right now because this is crucial. I would like to explain the formula to you right now. So the 10 stands for 10 minutes, the 2 stands for 2 minutes, and the 5 is basically just a factor. What we want to do is this. We want to work for 10 minutes and then take a 2-minute break. In order to fill up one entire hour with that, we need to take 10 plus 2 times 5, because 12 times 5 equals 60. So we work for 10 minutes, then we have a rest for 2 minutes, and we take all of that times 5. So every single hour we have 5 kind of working sessions that all take 10 minutes. And between those working sessions, we have a 2-minute break. And that is one great advice I can give you. Use this formula because many people cannot work for 25 hours straight without losing any focus. What we want to do is really keep our focus on what we're doing. So if you are a person that says, okay, I cannot keep my focus for, let's say, 25 minutes, for 30 minutes, for 40 minutes, for an hour, perhaps even longer. I can only keep my focus for 10 minutes, or perhaps like 5 minutes, or 50 minutes. Then use a formula that is this one or very similar. What you want to do is basically have a ratio of 5 to 1. You want to work 5 times as much as you rest. And this is really the case right here. You work 50 minutes, but you rest 10 minutes. My advice to you is not to work 50 minutes and then take a 10-minute break and afterwards work another 50 minutes. Because in the end, this is going to make you more tired. But what you want to do is have many very concentrated working sessions. And after every working session, you have a little break of 2 minutes. This will make you more productive, more creative, will make you feel relaxed, and at the end of the day, you're gonna feel stronger and happier than most other people. Because let's think back of all the jobs that perhaps you had in the past and all the jobs that are existing out there. When you are working in a 9-to-5 job, most people actually work for 3, 4, or 5 hours and afterwards they take a 30-minute break. When they come back home after another 3, 4, or 5 hours of work, they are going to be frustrated, they're going to be burned out, they're going to be tired because they didn't rest enough. And that is what I want to teach you here in this video. Rest is important if you want to become successful and if you want to become productive. Now, my advice to you, simply use this formula. 10 minutes of work, 2 minutes of break, and that 5 times every single hour. Well, you probably ask yourself now, but how long can I do this? Actually, of course, this is again training. If you are able to pull 10 sets after each other, you're basically going to rest for 100 minutes, but you're also going to work for 1,000 minutes. So, for 500 minutes. So basically, what you want to do is just simply this. You want to have one set after another set. You don't want to take any breaks in between. So if you think you can already pull that off and have like 3, 4, or 5 sets, that is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. But if you cannot do it and you say, I just cannot focus for such a long time, then have one set. Take afterwards like a 30-minute break. Have another set. Then 25-minute breaks. another set, then 20 minutes. So basically that you reduce your break when when the day gets longer by 5 minutes, or you do it the other way around. In the morning when you start working, because you're still focused, you don't want to take too many breaks. But as the day progresses and as the day gets older, you want to basically have more breaks. That is also one way how you can handle this. But let me summarize a couple of things right here. So you will have packed hours, and this will actually keep you very likely to perhaps even skip some of your breaks when you are working. Now, of course, the idea behind this formula is that you are taking breaks, that you are taking a rest. But sometimes you're just so busy in your 10-minute schedule and you look up and, oh, it's already 13 minutes that you have worked. And then you think, okay, I can push another 7 minutes behind that to have two working times after each other. Then I'm going to rest for 10 minutes, for 2 minutes, then I have another working session of 10 minutes, have perhaps a rest of 2 minutes, then have two more sessions that are 20 minutes long, and then we have another 2 minutes. So in the end, you're saving in time here and you get more things done. That is basically how you can develop an amazing focus over time. And that is also what we want to achieve here in this Ultra Productivity Masterclass. So the bottom line is, get your day packed as full as possible. Because in the end, what we have to understand is again this. We can really pack our day, and often we are going to be fearful. We are going to be tired at the end of the day. But if we get all of these things done and really push through the day and go to bed, we are happy about what we have done. So pack your day as full as possible, and you will push through more things than you can imagine right now. So my advice is again this. Have rather a calendar that is too full than a calendar that is empty.